The Kimberley, in the far north of Western Australia, is one of the most biodiverse and ecologically significant regions on the planet. With intact species assemblages, including many that are found nowhere else in the world. This region is a critical refuge for an increasing number of species that are declining or have been lost from Northern Australia, and is therefore a national priority for conservation. The Kimberley includes the only parts of mainland Australia to have suffered no known mammal extinctions since European arrival.
From the work that AWC has been doing in collaboration with our partners, we've developed a really comprehensive understanding of just how important these landscapes are and how some of the threats that persist elsewhere are not super present in these landscapes. So in terms of conservation in Australia, the Kimberley provides a really amazing opportunity to be able to keep an environment in a fairly intact state, and that is really important for conservation of our fauna and flora going forward.
You can't really put a value on the importance of that style of land management and that work that's done, because without it, at some point the country changes forever, and you can't not manage it. You have to manage it ongoing and be adaptive in that process as well. So it's extremely important, particularly in a place like the Kimberley, which has acted as a refuge, an ancient refuge for threatened species for millennia. And there's some species that are only persisting here now. And without that work, what happens?
Researching, restoring and protecting the unique biodiversity of the Kimberley is a strategic priority for AWC. Working with traditional owners, the Australian Government Department of Defence, Western Australia government agencies and pastoralists, AWC is delivering and influencing effective conservation across a vast 6.1 million hectares of the Kimberley. Understanding the significance of the Kimberley for conservation and the challenges that come with operating in such a vast, rugged environment, AWC is building a world-class science, conservation land management and research centre, the Kimberley Conservation Hub. The hub will be based at AWC's Charnley River Artesian Range Wildlife Sanctuary and provide a strategic central location for AWC and our partners to deliver world-class conservation.
In 3 years' time, this place will look sensational. It's the largest infrastructure project AWC has ever taken on. We're focusing on splitting the operations base into 2 separate areas. So we'll have visitation, education, engagement on one side, with land management, science and the conservation hub on the other. The end result being 8 new houses for staff, a field research station, a new workshop, 5 eco tents, a campground interp centre, new accommodation for the Nurrian traditional owners, additional accommodation for seasonal start, new power supply, new water services and new septic systems. So it's going to be a very busy 3 years while we still continue to deliver our conservation program.